Okay boys, here we are with the guide. But I've done a small change which I'll talk about in a little bit. I'm here the princess and I don't want to just show you skill tree and stats and be done with it, because I kind of want to show you what to do to replicate what I did on the video. So basically you can buff yourself up before going into any boss fight. Buff your abilities. There we go, you go in. Now, for example, for her, you don't want to push her too much, because I could get a reflect and get her to like half HP, but that would send her into her second phase. So that's like the most important part before anything else. It's knowing when the bosses will change their phases and everything. Otherwise, you will kind of like make it hard into yourself. For example, for her, you push her to like 30% HP, and then you can practically be good. You know, after that you just get a reflect and start going ham with your abilities. You can keep buffing up, no problem. Okay, let me get a reflect and get a brutal. Good. Now, do some damage. This is without the abilities activated. Obviously, reflect is king. Add a bit more. Get a brutal. Okay. See? Good. Now I can kill her. Practically after a reflect. Come on. Oh yes. There we go. She's dead. If I did damage like this from the beginning, she would have gone into her second phase. And it would have been a pain in the ass to deal with her. As soon as this ends, by the way, you can block these and be good. It will stack you with some chaos, but no problem. Bye-bye. See what I mean? You need to know when to push the bosses. That's the most important. I'm thinking of kind of doing a guide when to pop your abilities. Every single boss. I know there will be comments who do not agree with my methods and all that, but it's fine. Everybody's got their own opinions, you know? So, let's say we go to here. Scalpel. Okay, boys, we are at the scalpel now, right? Because I did a cutoff. There's no need to be on the loading. Anyway, you want to do these two buffs. He's kind of a little bit vulnerable to the lightning, not too much, but that's the best element for him. You start the fight. You do not want to buff in right now, you know? Before the fight. Before the fight starts, I mean. Now it's your window, you buff. He's got a couple more attacks and the other one is a burst. He always will do this. Now you go ham on him. You know, start doing damage from the front. It's okay. No need to be in the back right now. If you go in the back, the stagger will go away and he will start attacking again. So that's not the best idea. Right about as the poise is about to go down, you use the ability and get back him. I'm talking crappy English right now, I don't know why. Anyway, let's go. Use a burst. Practically goodbye first phase. And after you use the burst, you're gonna have full fury points, you know. But you don't want to buff right now in terms of using your abilities. You can use those two, vitality. Wait for it. Now it's your window, you buff up. Good. Now he's gonna do like these sword attacks of his. There we go, one more. Okay, that's an attack. Always after those three. Here comes the other ones. You can reflect this. Actually, he does a third usually, but bloodbath or parry, whatever. You're gonna be fine. He starts these attacks now. Reflect that one. Go behind. Start doing some damage. Mostly dodge these. It's better. Because he stacks your ass with plague. Okay, it's not your window to buff yet. Actually, you can after these. If you're not going for a no-hit run anyways. But you will have window to dodge anyway. No problem. Okay, here he goes again. This one, reflect, go ballistic again. Master reflection, guys. I don't know. I cannot help you if you do not master reflection. There you go. See what I mean? You need to know the timing of. If I did a wrong buff and I didn't have the buff, he would have gotten out of that, and it would have been a waste. Okay, I'm gonna do another boss. Basically, it's main bosses, right? So that's the most important part. Okay, boys, we are at Maluka right now. With Maluka, you wanna buff straight up. You know, fire cooks his ass. Right now, good. And just buff up your abilities too. Go in there. You can reflect his very first attack, and it's such a easy one. Reflect, which I missed anyway. He does it the second time. There we go. Go behind. You can go ham at him straight up. He's gonna pop his second phase now. Great. Chill, dude. Okay. Block that. Run away. Buff up right now. He's gonna do his bullshit, which you can just dodge, which I didn't dodge. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, he's gonna do now some of these. He jumps there. Okay, you can reflect this. Practically he's dead. If I did a brutal, it would have been dead. That doesn't really matter. Whoops. You see what I mean? The best guide is reflection. And like 90% of the attacks are reflectable. Only some of the burst ones. But once you get the timing of reflection, which is like 0.5 seconds or something like that, you're gonna be good. And now, what you all been waiting for, you know? Gear. Practically is the Bloodthirsty set, right? The rings are Necklace of Strikes with Rear Assault, increased damage 20%, and the Scarlet Robin's ring with composed damage increase. And now for the full stats, basically swift attack damage increase, Rear Assault stamina damage increase, swift attack damage. Rear Assault stamina damage, stamina recovery, brutal attack damage. Maximum health, maximum stamina, stamina recovery. Brutal attack damage, swift attack damage multiplier, rear assault attack damage. Somebody might not agree with these, but this is what I felt has been great. Maybe there are some kind of optimization that you guys can do to get a better value, but as you've seen in the video, I destroyed bosses completely with these, so I don't know what to say. Stamina recovery, maximum stamina, defense. Swift attack, stamina damage, rear assault damage multiplier, and maximum stamina. For the rings, rear assault damage multiplier, attack damage, rear assault attack damage, stamina recovery, maximum stamina, swift attack, attack damage, and rear assault attack damage increase. I use the skill tree is this one. For this, you can actually go with either of these two. They don't really matter. Gale is kind of situational, but getting those 10 stacks of extra attack damage after you do, for example, like a, let's say you do a reflection, you stack this and then do another reflection of the boss attacks, and you can start going ham on the boss. So this will help. You don't need to detonate it, no need for any of it. And the debuff lasts quite a bit on the boss. And you get 10 stacks, as I said, of damage. So this is going to be your main ability. This is Gale Doom, which is used from the set. Consumes Fury to enter a temporary state of Doom and becomes stronger. Being in the Doom state enhances swift attacks. And attacking the enemy after taking damage recovers a portion of lost health. It is combined with Phantom Sword Dance. Basically, you pop Phantom Sword Dance first, and then you want to pop Gale Doom, right? As for the abilities, you can see them there. This is my main one, which I use to go behind the enemy practically. As soon as I get a reflection, I use this, I go behind the enemy, and after a reflection, they are very, very in a big-ass stagger. So I, like in 99% of bosses, I have time to push them into a brutal attack, and then I can start going even more ham because they are in weakened state and they take even more damage, especially obviously from the damage that they take from the rear anyway. So this is your main ability. This I use only Flash Cutter, which nullifies damage. I use situational, but I don't really need any kind of ability. Ruthless and the other ones are just there basically. I don't really need to use. But the main other one is obviously Wind Piercer, which costs 2 Fury, but it's great, you know. And even if you miss, your axe returns and the Fury is not consumed. But yeah, these are the main abilities. Practically, as I said, Phantom Sword Dance, then pop Gale Doom, then start going ballistic, get behind the enemy with Zephyr, and then use Wind Piercer to finish it off. You're gonna be fine. But yeah, that's for the gear and the build and how to apply it. If you want me, for example, you can, you know, request a video on me on how I do like most of the main bosses and when to pop your abilities and what to do, you know. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and see you on the next one. Peace from me.